Second to last tab is this.
The UK Border Agency.
Oh, these are really good.
Smugglers in the ports and airports.
You don't have to say anything.
Get that out of my face.
Coming up in Manchester as
Dude, I love those videos.
customer.
Do you understand you can't bring them into the country?
Now, I've got 10 guns in there, 14.
Okay, now.
Huh?
I hope you haven't. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
People smuggle more than chicken on a flight from Kiev.
You said what?
Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Lots of people lose their sausages. She'll have to buy some English sausage now.
And when Diesel sniffs out some baseballs, a smuggler's plan is left ripped at the seams.
The actual stitching doesn't look too good on them. You can see there on the end of the knife, actually, it looks like a white powder.
No, these are pretty good. I love those videos.
Subject to regulation.
Guys, there's something about packages that I like. The loot, the unknown. What's in the package? Is it this? Is it that? Is it cocaine? Is it a gift for me? Just
Today,
packages.
Border Officer Liz
The loot. The fucking loot.
The pilot.
Okay, that's fine. Could you just turn around and face the wall for me, please?
The pilot takes the new security measure.
I could buy a box of Kleenex from Amazon when it gets here. What is
You can see
it?
me if you want. You want to see
He
me?
wants to have a go himself.
Yeah. So I just...
It's all in monochrome, like not color.
No.
It's not color.
No. Okay.
So it's a thermograph kind
It's,
of.
yeah, it's a thermal imager.
So I'm cool.
You're cool to go, yeah.
The officers
That's
find
cool.
nothing untoward on the crew, so turn their attentions to the passengers. Kevin spots a bag bulging with rectangular packages and tracks it into the channels.
It's just-
Inside he finds well over the allowance of 200 cigarettes.
But why though?
Are you here on holiday or are you
That's
working?
just so much, but why?
On holiday? On your own? Just you? Just you?
One. Just you,
No
one.
family?
Conveniently, the
Hello,
passenger
dude?
Here for 10
doesn't
days.
understand.
xQc.
To
the
sell
cigarettes
it?
were?
Are the profit
Cigarettes,
margins
them
even
things
worth
on
it?
there. Who are they for?
He also doesn't seem to understand.
Who,
Oh, this was
sorry?
sell.
Oh.
For yourself?
Yes, I would.
All them
not
if you-
for myself, for sell.
To sell? You're
Oh
going to sell them?
god, this guy.
Who to? Who will you sell them to?
It's a surprising admission and against the law.
You don't
The
know?
man's situation gets worse when Kevin discovers he works for the airline.
What?
If it's a crew member is
Yeah.
classed as a privileged person.
Yeah.
Now, if they're carrying excess amounts of cigarettes,
Yeah.
over 1,000, well, they'd be arrested and we could prosecute them for it.
Right.
Now, this guy's got nearly 10,000 cigarettes. Comes to light now that the passenger is a member of staff. He works in Karachi, and as such, he's on a staff ticket. He's classed as a
Wait,
privileged person.
that
which
is
means he has to be
so
arrested and
brain dead.
prosecuted.
Kevin calls in the investigation team.
David, just let one of them know we've got a prisoner over at T2. Crew with
A
cigarettes.
prisoner.
Nearly 10,000. So just let them know we're going to have a prisoner in due course, but they're going to need a translator. We're about to do the arrest. We're just waiting for an Urdu speaking immigration officer to come down to facilitate that.
Kevin's keen eyes picked out the smuggler, and as he works for the airline, the man may be losing his job as well as his cigarettes.
Oh man. Well, I mean, you should know better, but it sucks. I feel like he didn't know.
Officers in Dover face a 24-hour
Well,
time of
well, I feel
traffic
bad that maybe he didn't know, but not only should he know, it's his job to know. So it's kind of like.
Smugglers use the sheer volume of traffic as a cover, and it's the job of the selectors to pick out vehicles to be searched.
There's a selector
You knew
over
think
the
it.
freight lane that has been
And it would take
certain
such a
vehicles.
risk for such a
And this
small,
vehicle
small
here that we've
amount.
intercepted today is in connection with a heroin job that they intercepted last week.
With information suggesting links to a previous heroin seizure, sniffer dog Millie and handler Nikki are brought in to speed up the search.
I've got a few of my colleagues having a look at the moment. There could be either a concealment
When's this
space
video?
in
We
there,
saw a video similar,
or
but not this one.
even better, large quantity of money going outward bounds.
The driver isn't missing. Dealing
What?
with angry drivers is a daily hazard.
I don't have no rights.
No, send a dog in there. Get him in. Fuck off.
Dogs fur all over my bed.
Oh, fuck off.
When the dog's done, sir, you can go in and have a look around. If you want to make a complaint,
I have dogs. Dogs walk with I left their own balls. They have no
The officers have the power, but they're trying to respect the man's wishes.
Well, if you're telling me you're going to put that dog on, I want her to say that you are allergic. I am saying I do not want that dog to win that job.
This audio is danking.
It's very right, and I'm asking you not to put the dog in, and you're saying you are, by law you can't, so I want you to give me a black and white. Is that fair?
That's fair, I can go and get you
Yeah. Listen, see dogs, I love dogs up. I have no bar with dogs. No problem with dogs.
Okay, well,
It's my
Sure,
bear.
I know
That's where I live.
what you're saying exactly. All right, just calm down a little bit.
The information linked to a previous heroin job, the driver's reluctance to let Millie into his truck is raising suspicions.
The driver's obviously
Well,
not
he's
too
done
happy
so.
about the dog going in the cab, so we're just getting the forms to say that we are actually allowed to go in there.
As soon as I get this letter, then we can get on with it, hopefully.
If Millie finds drugs,
I mean,
dog hair on his pillow will be the least of the driver's problems.
There's even a hint that the car's related to it. Why would they even use it again?
Back in Manchester, the Urdu interpreter has arrived. This smuggler caught with 10,000 cigarettes also works for an airline and is about to be arrested.
He's going to jail this?
We've had a translator explain to him exactly what's happened. He's upset now because he's worked for the airline for 33 years. He thinks he now may be about to lose his job, but he's knowingly brought in nearly 10,000 cigarettes, which he's admitted he's going to sell. It's an offence. You can't do that, unfortunately.
As he's led away to be searched, the man's nerves get the better of him.
Oh no, this is the part. I remember now.
Yeah, just shut the door so he can go to the toilet. He wants to use the toilet, but because he's not been searched yet, he could have evidential stuff on him that he'd try and flush down the loop.
Well, they did not advise him of his rights, so whatever he said can be used against him anyway. So,
But during the search, officers do find something in his jacket, and the man's day goes from bad to worse.
A small package been found in the gentleman's
oh
pocket.
no. In the UK, that's not how it works?
And it looks like it could be drugs, possibly opium.
I think it's possibly cannabis resin. You get a particular type of resin in Pakistan. If it does turn out to be potentially drugs, yeah, it's cannabis. You see it's gone that red colour? So although he's been arrested for the cigarettes, he's now going to have to be arrested again for this.
Okay. Cannabis. Listen, it's now 12:06.
Oh, come on, man.
For being knowingly involved in the importation of a controlled drug. You do not have to say anything. You may hold your defence if you do not.
No, he's done so. He's done.
Do you understand?
Suddenly, the situation is crystal clear.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
With 2 crimes to answer for, the consequences could be serious, even for such small amounts.
3.5 grams.
Well, he's potentially going to lose his job if his airline is involved about the offences he's committed.
Well, I mean, he's doing his job.
For the importation of the cigarettes, if we do decide to prosecute, he could face a fine. And for the importation of the drug as well, you're looking at a compound penalty. So that, again, could be a fine. So he could be facing a couple of £100 fine and potentially lose his job as well. Which
Wait,
he's been in his
so
job
he's not
for
going to jail?
33 years,
A couple £100 of
Silly
fines?
mistake to make this late in his career.
That's it?
Back in Dover, the team are dealing with the driver who doesn't want the
Might
drug
lose his
dog in
job.
cab. But they've now found the rules that give them the power to search, with or without his permission.
26 and 27 that you can use.
Yeah, but he's not going to jail.
Right, sir.
With the law on their side, the team can now get on with searching the truck.
What we do, we put the dog in now. Do you want to come and see us through stages? Okay.
Put the dog in.
The intelligence team selected this truck to be searched in relation to a recent heroin seizure. Sniffer dog Millie is looking for
He's gonna go
drugs
sniff
or
it.
cash, which may be connected to crime.
They smell
This guy's,
cash?
Irish. We've had quite a few jobs from Irish vehicles coming into the country.
They smell
largely
cash.
being
Interesting.
Class A.
Searching a massive truck like this can take hours, but sniffer dogs like Millie can do it in a matter of minutes.
Uh-oh, damn, he's got it.
Millie.
Actual
Cab
genius.
search over. Millie checks the driver.
No, he didn't.
Okay, that's great, thank you. Good girl.
Oh.
No, I didn't get anything from that. Didn't go in the load because it's frozen meat, so just did the outside in the cab.
That's great, sir. Sorry about that. We've done with the dog now.
Sure,
The
dude.
driver didn't want Millie in his cab. He certainly doesn't want her in his trailer full of meat. And the officers decide to search it themselves. They find nothing, and the truck is free to go for now.
Spoke to the selector. He's happy. He's got the paperwork. He's going to evaluate it going out. Maybe stop it coming back in, but going out, perfectly happy with it. All right, sir. Thanks very much for your time. Sorry to be a problem. There's your stuff.
Nah, no
okay,
shot.
This is the complaints, all right? If you're not happy, I've said that you've been compliant. You've been no problems at all. All right. I've just said you weren't happy with the dog going in. Okay. Okay. Thanks very much for your time.
Lorry searches do take time, and the officers are well versed in dealing with drivers upset at the delay.
Drive on the right.
We do come across that, but we are actually allowed to go in the vehicle, so she didn't mark anywhere, she had clean feet.
As an insulted Millie ambles off, the driver leaves happily in his dog hair-free cab.
Guys, I always wondered, I don't want to seem rude, but why do people not agree on everywhere one thing? Guys, we all drive on the right, or all drive left. Okay, guys, we all use meter instead of a fucking whatever pounds, gallon, fucking stone. Why don't we just agree on things? We all agree on time? That's incorrect, though.